Good evening. My name is Dr. Bradshaw, and this film is intended for my RAD 2612 students. This is page 6 of the structural analysis, page 6. On this page we have 3 items. The first one is Meyerding's grading system, and this is a grading system for spondylolisthesis. The first thing that we want to do for a Meyerding's is to draw a line that is running parallel to the superior end plate of S1. And so we would simply draw a line that looks like this. Then we would turn our rolling ruler perpendicular to that, and at the anterior-most aspect we would draw a mark. And at the posterior aspect, we would draw a mark, and we would divide this space into 4 equal sections. Most people can do that by just eyeing it. If you can't, I suggest that you measure it, but you just simply divide it into 4 equal sections. You are looking at the inferior posterior aspect of the last vertebral body. And normally it should be lined up with this point right here. So this one is actually a little bit behind this point. So this one would be called a retrolisthesis. But if this point had moved forward, this is grade 1, this is grade 2, this is grade 3, and this is grade 4. So we would watch to see where this point falls as the vertebral body moved anterior. If it is greater than a grade 4, if it's out in this area right here, it is called a spondyloptosis, or spondylotosis is the proper pronunciation. I say loptosis because it helps me remember how to spell it. But spondyloptosis would be a greater than grade 4. The next one on this page is called Ferguson's Wait. For Ferguson's Wait, you will go 3 segments above S1. So here is S1, 5, 4, 3, and you put an X across that vertebral body. You put an X across that vertebral body. And parallel to the side of the film, which I'm going to use the bottom of my film and run perpendicular, you want to drop a line that is vertical or parallel to the side from the midpoint of the X. Now, this line should cross the anterior 1/3 of the sacral base. If it is towards the posterior aspect on this, it is considered abnormal. If it is in the anterior 1/3 area, it would be considered normal. It has to do with the condition of the lumbar lordosis, and so you're looking at one that is not particularly normal. Then the last one on this page, cover your eyes because I'm going to switch out the films and put up the next film, because the next one is called teardrop distance. Teardrop distance. And I believe that I'm going to have to angle the camera a little bit so that you can see where I am aiming, talking about. And for teardrop distance, I'm all the way down here at the bottom of the film, and the teardrop distance, this is Kohler's teardrop right here. Let me draw it in for you. This is Kohler's teardrop right here, and I'm measuring from the inferior medial aspect of the femur head across to the inferior lateral aspect of Kohler's teardrop. So I will simply use my ruler, and I want to stay, it'd probably be better if I use millimeters, and I want to stay parallel to the bottom of the film, and I measure from inferior medial aspect of femur head straight across to inferior lateral aspect of Kohler's teardrop. So I probably would move up just a little bit higher right here, and I would be about 11 millimeters. That's good because normal range is 6 to 11 with an average of 9. This one is a little bit large, and so it would be indicative of something that's causing disassociation, some kind of arthritis or something like that. And so you're looking at that space to see the distance, to see if the femur head is into the acetabular the correct amount. This concludes page 6 of structural analysis. Have a good evening.